There are some figures who never truly leave us. They live quietly in the corners of memory, not as ghosts of the past, but as whispers of what could have been. Princess Diana is one of them. Her story still stirs something tender in the collective heart, the longing for grace in a world that often forgets gentleness, the courage to care even when the world turns away. Sometimes we wonder if Diana were alive today, in an age that finally speaks her language of openness, compassion, and truth, what kind of woman might she have become? The answer isn't just about history rewritten, but about a spirit rediscovered, a glimpse of the princess the modern world was finally ready to understand. 1. The digital age. Connection on her own terms. Imagine Diana in the age of Instagram and TikTok, not as a polished icon, but as a storyteller. She'd share unfiltered glimpses of her life, a quiet breakfast at home, laughter with her grandchildren, a heartfelt post from a refugee camp. Her captions would be simple yet luminous. Be kind to yourself today. The world will follow. For a woman once devoured by tabloids, social media would offer something radical: control. She'd tell her own story, in her own words, transforming celebrity into connection. The same empathy that once melted protocol would now build digital bridges across continents. Her compassion trending, not for spectacle, but for sincerity. 2. The global humanitarian. From gesture to movement. Diana's kindness was never an act. It was instinct. The image of her kneeling beside AIDS patients, holding their hands without fear, changed global attitudes forever. In today's interconnected world, that same compassion would move through climate advocacy, refugee relief, and trauma healing. She'd be a United Nations ambassador, a voice for the unseen, visiting flood-ravaged villages or mental health shelters with quiet dignity. Her message would stay the same. We are all human, and that is reason enough to care. In a world obsessed with influence, Diana's influence would be the rare kind that asks for nothing in return. 3. The mother and the mediator. Had she lived, the royal family's story might have unfolded in softer shades. Diana's presence would have been the thread binding 2 generations of monarchy, guiding William through duty with tenderness, and Harry through independence with understanding. She might have been the one to bridge the gap between brothers, to translate pain into peace. And with her influence, the monarchy itself could have evolved sooner. Less fortress, more family, less facade, more feeling. 4. A style that speaks. Diana's fashion was language, each outfit a quiet rebellion wrapped in grace. Today, she'd partner with sustainable designers, champion ethical fashion, and redefine elegance as empathy. Her wardrobe would whisper purpose, timeless silhouettes, simple lines, and stories woven into every thread. She would age publicly, beautifully, showing the world that grace deepens with time. The same woman who once turned heads would now turn hearts, reminding us that real beauty begins when perfection ends. 5. The healer's voice. Before it was safe to talk about pain, Diana did. She named her loneliness. She spoke of bulimia and heartbreak when others would have whispered. In a world now unafraid of therapy and truth, she would be a patron of healing, producing documentaries, speaking at mental health summits, lending her voice to those still silenced by shame. Her message would be gentle but revolutionary. Survival isn't the end of your story, it's where the strength begins. 6. Diana's modern legacy. If Diana lived today, she would not just be remembered, she would be reimagined. She'd embody the balance our era craves, heart with strength, fame with humility, grace with truth. She would no longer be the people's princess, bound by palace walls and public expectation. She would be something freer, deeper, the world's woman. A voice for empathy in an age of noise, a symbol of healing in a world that's still learning how to care. And above all, a reminder that kindness, simple, human, brave, can outlive even tragedy.